Alright, so I've been wanting to drop this video or make this video for a couple days now, but obviously there's been other things to talk about with the Sixers hiring Doc Rivers and just the rumors before that. So I had to hold off on this video and now, alright, I'm gonna make it right now. So, alright, today's topic basically is the draft coming up for the Sixers and how it can be really important for us. So as you know, we have a first round pick and we have 4 seconds. Obviously, this offseason, I'm hoping and I'm pretty sure that the Sixers are looking to move Al Horford like really hard and aggressively. They're trying to move him, and everyone knows that a top candidate that we're trying to trade for is Buddy Hield. So a lot of people think that in order to move Al's contract, you have to give up our first rounder, and I would understand that, but at the same time, I've seen mock trades and just a bunch of people saying that they don't think that you really have to. So basically, just say this is a mock trade. We acquire Buddy Hield, and the Sacramento Kings acquire Al Horford in 2 seconds. So then now we get Buddy Hield on our team, who obviously we've been linked to for a while. He wants to play for us, and as Sixer fans, we definitely would enjoy him coming to play for us. So now we basically still have our first round pick, and we acquire a player that we wanted. So with that first round pick, if you obviously don't trade that for something else, or if you keep that first round pick, the player that we have to draft, and we have to, is Tyrell Terry. So for those of you that don't know much about Tyrell Terry, I'm gonna give you a bit of info on him. He's a point guard out of Stanford. He stands around 6'2", 6'3". This past season, he averaged 14.6 per game, 4 rebounds, and about 3 assists. So those are just his physicals and his numbers, his stats. Let's talk about him as just his play style and who he is as a player. So one of the biggest needs for the Sixers, our team, everyone knows is shooting. Well, he will bring that. This dude is a pure shooter. He has great range and he just lives on the 3 point line. Another thing that the Sixers need that he brings to the table is he's exceptional at running the pick and roll. He either pulls up for the mid range, pulls up for the three at the top, high pick and roll, or he makes a good read and does a nice little one-handed pass. He's exceptional with the pick and roll. He's also a great off-ball player. So when he's on the floor with Ben or when Joel's in the post, he can play off the ball. He comes off screens and he has a great off-ball movement, just skill set. He knows how to get open without the ball in his hand, and that's just another thing that the Sixers need: a shooter that can create with the ball in his hand, but also does not need the ball in his hand. And he's six he's 6'2", around 6'3", weighing 165. So you might think, yeah, he is a little undersized. He might need to put a little more muscle and weight on. And you would think that someone like with that size would be a little afraid to go to the basket, a little hesitant. But not really. That's not really him. He goes to the basket. He has a nice little layup and floater package, and he's just real crafty around the rim, like below the rim, just around that area. So that's just another pro for him. So yeah, Tyrell Terry, in my eyes, is the best prospect for the Sixers to be looking at. I've heard a report that we interviewed him, the Zoom interview, whatever, and I'm happy that they did that. I hope it was a good interview. Yeah, but in my eyes, this is the guy we need to draft if he's still on the board and if we still have that pick. Um, Everything he brings to the table is things that we need on his team. We need a shooter that can score with the ball in his hand, put the ball on the floor in a pick and roll and score. He can play make a little. And we just need shooters out there. We need scorers and shooters. That's what this team needs desperately around Ben Simmons and Joel. Just people that can space the floor. And then also, if Ben can't create with the ball in his hand, Joel can do nothing, you can give it to Tyrell. Or getting Buddy Hield. He can be another player that can do that. But that's what this team desperately needs, and we need a lot of it. So in my eyes, he is a perfect draft pick. for the Sixers. If I had to compare him to an NBA player right now, my best comparison for him and where he's at in his game right now is I'll say like Steph Curry. Like right now where he's at in his game, I'll compare him to a Steph Curry, and that's not bad. That's not a bad player at all. Steph Curry just had possibly probably one of his best seasons so far in his career, and I can see that in Tyrell. If I had to like project a player he could be, like another comparison he could be in the future if he develops right, is just a taller version of Trae Young. I see that a lot in him. Just a taller version of Trae Young with maybe less of the playmaking. Because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that Trae Young was that great of a playmaker. He's a great playmaker, but that's where I could see Tyrell becoming a taller version of Trae Young. And just imagine that type of player on the team with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. But that's the video. I just wanted to drop this. It was just on my mind. Just something more to talk about with the Sixers. If y'all agree, drop a like, comment. I'm out. Peace.